40 Beast Hunter is really good after the patch again, and it's actually a great choice for you to be climbing easy ranks with. In this video, I will show you one of the optimal variants of this deck, but also a budget variant we actually used on my last coaching session, so you guys know what to be using if you're actually short on dust. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can also hire me for some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
This is what the expensive variant of the deck looks like, and if you remember 40 Beast Hunter, this is pretty much it still. We have a couple of new inclusions with the likes of collateral damage. Sylvanas also started making a lot of appearances in this one, and we also have room for Astalor here, which can be pretty good too. The expensive part of the deck here would be the Rat King, Huntsman Altimor, as well as the 5-mana Aralon, and all of those are great legendaries to have in the deck, but you can definitely play this without them. The thing about Rat King is it kinda dilutes your pet collector outs. So you're not always gonna be guaranteed pulling the Asheron Saber with the first and the Sunken Saber with the second one. But by no means you would be sad if you're actually pulling Rat King either, unless in some very specific situations where you really need to get that Sunken Saber. Aralon is a great 5-drop that fills the board for you with a lot of stats, and same can be said for Huntsman Altimor, even though he requires a bit more setup. Instead of those legendaries though, you could also try running it with a couple of trackings, as well as a conjured arrow, so you can actually draw a lot more consistently with this deck, cause sometimes that could be an issue. But the rest is basically pretty much the same, and it's still winning a lot of games in the current meta. Matchup wise, here's what it looks like from Diamond to Legend, and Evolved Shaman might be a bit of an issue, as well as Pure Paladin in some cases, but the rest looks pretty good. Going first, here's what it looks like, and you're always gonna wanna have a good 1-drop like Peasant or Trog, and if you have one, you can also consider keeping things like Doggy Biscuit. A good Canine Atron on 2, or a Spirit Poacher can be great. Wild Spirits is always good as well. The Harpoon Gun makes a lot of sense. Ramming Mount might also be a keep, especially if you already have a 1-drop and a 2-drop. Beaststalker Tavish is also MVP. And Pet Collector and Asheron Saber can also make the cut. One on the coin, however, here's what it looks like, and again it's decently similar, but you're definitely not gonna be as happy keeping things like Peasant because it's probably gonna get dealt with easily. That's it for the deck, hope this helps you. Now let's check out some of my coaching games with it on the last session. Enjoy! Trog and Harpoon are definitely gonna be keeps. Technically even Barracuda might make enough sense if this guy is a slow Druid. You are going second, so technically a turn 4 Barrack could be worst case scenario for us. It gives us a ton of card draw, a ton of steam, and Beast Hunter sometimes lacks that, so I think you can only drop the 9-drop just because you're basically curving perfectly with the 1 and the 3. You can afford to keep a 5 as well like that. Wow, 2 Trogs.
Oh, that's me. And normally when I have the Renathal, I don't have to click my opponents because I hate that sound, but that's me. I play 40s.
Never lucky. Okay, well, this is somewhat of a problem.
Could just coin out 2 Trogs.
If we do that, what he's gonna do most probably is just hero power and double trade 1 and do the same next turn 2, and we're actually not having a great turn 2 ourselves. I think just a single Trog is gonna do enough for us right now, and next turn we might just coin out Harpoon Gun. Okay, well, that's his whole turn, and now we're actually gonna develop removing his minion while actually having another weapon swing for next turn as well. Sounds good to me. So yeah, let's coin out the Harpoon Gun here. Because if we coin out both the Trogs, you would have just... Okay, well, which do you think is the best free drop for us right now?
I'd go for Wild Spirits.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I kind of said which best free drop, but yeah, that's what we're doing next turn, so obviously we're taking it. Okay. But yeah, if we coin out both the Trogs, we would have had a very sucky turn too. Like, tracking for something, and wouldn't have been amazing at all. But I was thinking about double Trog as well, so it's nice that you acknowledge that possible play. It's just that he played a minion on the board, and now he was just oh my goodness, what the fuck was that even? Okay, no pressure, no pressure.
Alright. Huh. Okay. Okay.
Let the hunt begin.
Alrighty, what are we
Second
thinking here?
against a Druid. Well, I keep batting in the Wild Spirit. Well, this is a full keep. Even
Yeah, it's a full keep. It's basically a perfect curve for you. Like, this is one of the most amazing openers you might be hoping for. Let's just hope he doesn't have a troll, because that'd suck. That'd suck really bad.
I see you brought guests.
He kept 3 cards as well, so definitely plausible truck for him. Good 1-drop for sure. Unless he's actually a 30 armor. Wow, okay. Well, bad away.
What a delicious party!
And the question I have is, am I saving the coin for Pet Collector, or am I coining out Wild Spirits? What?
Well, just because we top decked the Spirit Poacher, I guess we're gonna be saving, but we were 100% coining out Wild Spirits there if there was not this perfect 2-drop. Like, this was the only cards. Maybe, yeah, this was probably the only card that we really would have pivoted into this play. I'd still make a trade. He's aggro, so you gotta remove his stuff. You don't want to let him buff stuff. Like, if you didn't trade, he would have been feeling pretty good. Just buff these with +1/+2 with what's her name? Oh, he's actually he is ramp. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna start swinging very soon, which is pretty nice. Yeah, whip out Wild Spirits number 1 and go face.
Okay, placement. Should have put it between.
You cannot.
the active one.
You can't really. You cannot
it summons,
position them.
summons
Yeah.
on the right. Okay.
That is why you always play your minions on the left, so when something gets summoned, it separates from them. Okay. Let's think a little here. Oh, well, I mean, that's just perfect.
Block a
If
spell.
you did not top deck this Akani, I think we would have gone with Coin Pet Collector, but since you again top decked perfectly, let's just counter his next spell so he cannot whelp you. Or at least has to have a 0 to test with.
Okay. And hit face with everything.
Yeah, hit face with both, because you're getting a new weapon next turn anyway. And technically this should have been on the far right, so you have a dormant in the middle, but we are not yet on the turn where it matters. Okay, is he gonna sacrifice a Nourish like that?
Because I had this tendency to try to work my taunts all the way to one end or the
Well,
other.
yeah, but in this case they're already sandwiched, so might as well just use the dormant to separate minions one from another. It's a little thing, but it's whatever, honestly.
This must be the way.
But technically, like, if this was a turn 9, that would have been a misplay, because like that, especially since we countered a spell, he could have just eaten Akani with everything else, with all of the big guys, instead of just having to decide, do I eat 3 minions or do I eat Akani? So that is why I'm emphasizing on it. Alrighty, what do you want to do?
Okay. Now I could just kill off the 2/2 into the 2/1 just to make space. Put the Pet Collector on.
I mean, we have enough space as is. You have 5 minions on the board, and that's gonna summon 7 total, so you're still fine. I think you just played a Pet Collector on the far left, and everything goes face. He's the one that needs to make trades, not us. Can't really afford to leak damage when it's not important. Like, you have a 2/4 taunt in the way, and you actually get a rush. Like, you always get a rush out of this, so might as well just do that. Okay, go face with everything, but the thing is, the only good play he could have right now is still the whelps, and that still requires him to just trade his 2/1 into the 2/4, which is a unfavorable trade for him anyway, so why help him? But yeah, if board space was an issue for us, sure, the 2-2 into the 2-1 was an okay trade like that.
Okay.
But it wasn't. Okay, well, he does, and that's basically GG, isn't it? We're 2 off lethal, nothing a doggy biscuit can't fix. Let's check the tracking for such.
School teacher, one. I mean, collateral, of course, is a good way to move in for lethal.
Yeah, I think collateral is just the safe pick here. Like, school teacher technically could give us something interesting, but we'd rather not. Let's just play the 3 mana wild spirits and hero power. You prefer the direct damage hero over minions.
And also weapon face.
Of course. Everything face well. There's not a big ass taunt in the way. Basically, we're forcing him to heal and remove the board at the same time. And the only way he can do that is... There's literally not a single way he can do that. Not good enough. I guess if he had Reverend skill here, that would have saved him. Well, just hero power, don't do that because it's gonna give him armor. I mean, technically, if you go face with everything else and then coin out collateral damage, it's gonna kill him before he gains the armor, but just hero power.
Okay, so far so good.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Yeah, good. Okay. I would keep the Spirit Poacher and dump the other 2.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, there's some YouTube, I think it's called Gamer Angst.
Gamer Ranks. Yeah, I do watch that a lot actually.
And they're reviewing the upcoming new open world games for 2023 and the upcoming RPGs. So trying to get some ideas.
Red Dead is actually not even a very new game, like it's 2017, I think, but it's like it really is one of a kind game, really. Anyway, poach away. He's probably gonna hero power, so that's gonna give us a sucky turn 3, but if he doesn't kill this, ramming mount's gonna be insane. This guy's gonna be Unholy Death Knight. Oh my god, he left it. Let's fucking go. Sadly, we can't really deal with this just yet.
I'm hoping when the system stabilizes, so we can see if Death Knight is actually going to be good. The Frost
It is
version.
right now. I mean, right now there's a good version for each Death Knight. They're all good. Frost is a little bit complicated though, but if you're into it, we can give it a go. Let's go ramming mountain into the 2-2, and I think you gotta I think you gotta trade the 2-5 so we can get it down while you're immune. That's about it. It's a problematic minion. You don't want him to get a bunch of death rattles like that. Okay, he ignores it. Nice. I was gonna say Wild Spirits off the top is the best thing you could be hoping for.
Blade, or are we gonna do it?
It really feels wrong, just because like next turn we have such a great turn 5. Do we do it though? Like, maybe we're not actually that desperate to just do it right now. Let's just 4 mana School Teacher on the far right still. Now that I think about it. Okay, which one do you like out of these?
He has those death rattles. I'd pick explosive, but those death rattles are gonna be triggered.
Given the fact this guy's a board-centric deck like that, yeah, explosive is not a bad pickup. They all have merit, but explosive is fine.
4/4 kills the 2/1.
Yeah, the 2-1 has to go.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty shitty. It deals with our immune guy very efficiently, but it is what it is.
He's got some corpses, so we're gonna be
That's
dealing with
fine.
a lot of taunts. So, could do both poacher and wild spirits, but we might start getting redundant on weapons and stuff.
It's acceptable though. I think I'd still do it, yeah. Let's go with Spirit Poacher into Wild Spirits. Make sure Spirit Poacher comes first.
And we're not gonna arm the explosive.
No,
trap.
we're just... I mean, if you do that, he's just gonna trade everything, and right now he's probably just gonna trade everything anyway. So Spirit Poacher on the far left, and then 3 mana Wild Spirits last.
Now, what I can do is my face would hit the taunt, and then my 4/4 hits the 2/3, so it doesn't keep. Oh wait. Okay, my fox kill off the taunt. My face can kill off the 2/3, and the 4/4 can go face.
I mean, since the 3-1 dies anyway, take 1 less damage with your face into the taunt, and the 3-1 kills the 2/3 because it's dying anyway, and the 4/4 can go face.
Okay.
Your health is a resource, but you don't need to be wasteful with it. Okay, a lot of weapons, huh? Guess we're gonna be swinging till the end of this game.
Yeah, so far no shock. Oh, this doesn't run shock spit.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Well, this time I would definitely arm Noggling and also see what the canine can dredge.
Yeah, but I think first you play K9 at Tron so you can actually give it rush with the Doggy Biscuit with the tradable. So play K9.
Okay.
Quickly.
A Shaman constructing these King Crush.
Get the Conjured Arrow, I'd say. 2 mana Conjured Arrow. Tradable the Doggy Biscuit. Use the 2-3 rush guy into the 2-2 far right 2-2. His far right 2-2. Your face can kill the far left 3-3. The 2-2 can kill the 1-1. Arcane Shot into the 2-2. Arcane Shot into the 2-2. Conjured Arrow into the 2-2, yes. 2-2 into the 1-1 and 4-4 goes face. And you can even play the 1 mana Noggling if you feel like it. It's not really amazing because... yeah, the Peasant would have been a better play there, but the rope was burning. Because right now he's just gonna trigger the explosive and then start doing crap, but it is what it is. Like, we have Hydrolodon for next turn, so we should be very far ahead after that play. We'll see.
Okay, 4 slots open, so the draw can fit right in. 4 slots taken, so the Hydrolon can fill up the other 3 slots.
What you could do is trade the 1-1 into the 1-1. And trade the 2-1 into the 2-4. And now play Hydrolodon and trade the 3-3 and the 2-2 like that. You can leave the 1-1 alive. And you can go face with the weapon. Okay. If this 1/1 actually lives next turn, like, your collateral damage is gonna be dealing tons of damage, but he is gonna be... What the fuck, is this guy mental? That was the most useless thing I've seen today. Funny. Okay.
Oh,
That makes sense. Well, that was a fun game. What are you thinking here?
But still keep the Trog and the Pet Collector and dump the other two.
Akani is also not the worst thing in the world to consider keeping, but I'm okay dumping, sure. Maybe you keep it though. Let's keep it, because if this guy's a big spell mage, Akani can be quite problematic for him around turn 4.
Okay.
Okay, this can be insanely good if he skips turn 1.
I see you've brought guests.
He has a fully random hand. Oh boy. Trog away,
Okay,
and next turn we
Trog.
can give it the ramming man, and that can be huge. Let's see. Will it stick? It should. He's gonna freeze it. Well, sadly he's gonna trade in hero power, but I guess that's all he does next turn, so we got that going too. I'd still coin out ramming mount on it. Basically it forces him to do that, and you're still gonna be left with a 2/2 on the boards. And next turn we have a perfectly good 2-drop, 1-drop play as well. So you're just gonna freeze it? Sure, man. But he does look like big spell mage, so we will have to dispose of spells if we get any that we don't want. Anyway, we played a K9 here, let's see what's there. What are you thinking here?
Well, Harpoon, I'm avoiding spells.
Yeah, and Harpoon is generally a pretty good thing to have, so let's take that for later. Which one are we dropping?
Now, do we bait him with the peasant?
Are we baiting him though? Like,
well, he may want to hit in.
I'd still say the Batty Guest fits a little bit better on this board. Like, he has a skeleton and the Batty can take the hit and still leave you with a 2/1. Because he's probably gonna trade the skeleton into the 3/3 and ping it off if it doesn't die. Okay, that's mildly annoying. But still, Peasant would have just died. Well, that was unfortunate. But we're still left with a 2/1 at least. Okay, turn 5. Turn 5. Should we use Akani for a turn 5? He's probably gonna want to play a relatively expensive minion next turn, like a 4-drop 3/4 or something. Turn 6 is where we really want to counter him though, but we also kind of want to play Pet Collector on that turn, don't we?
Possibly Okani. Block a spell, the 2/1 hits into the 2/1.
You're not blocking a spell, they don't run spells, it's a big spell mage.
Oh, it's called big spell, but it doesn't. Okay.
Well, it's big, like they have 9 drops and 10 drops, why would we counter this turn?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess you played Akani this turn, counter a minion. And trade the 2/1 after that.
Huh,
Nice.
He's freezing in.
No, he's not.
Into it.
He was trying to. Okay, well, there's that spell we didn't really want to have right now.
So we have to.
Yeah, play the 3-mana Wild Spirits. And just hero power and rush into the 3/3, yeah. Get fucked, idiot. Nice. What do you want to do here?
We track first to see what we pulled.
Would
Then
we really
Pet
play
Collector.
anything other than Pet Collector this turn, though, is the real question. Like, is there a card you'd rather play instead of Pet Collector? You're gonna be left with 5 mana.
A Sharon. Unless it's a Sharon Saber right away.
Well, I mean, what's the point in
Pet
that?
Collector.
I'd rather play the 5 mana Pet Collector first and make the trade with the 4/3 and then actually track so you can possibly find the sunken one.
Okay.
But yeah, normally you would track first if we didn't know exactly what we're doing here. Okay, let's see the tracking. Which one?
Havish.
Yeah, let's go for Tavish. Even though... don't attack here, because next turn Harpoon Gun is killing this 3/3 either way, so let's force him to actually ping this Akani if he wants to kill it.
No waves can sink this ship.
Okay. Akani can still make that trade now. Sure. Okay. What do you want to do here?
Okay. After Okani trades, I would put up Tavish.
Don't we want to have the Sunken Saber out, though?
Oh, the Harpoon. Okay.
Let's start off with
Harpoon.
School Teacher, just so we can see what we're getting out of it.
We all have our goals.
Which one do you think is best out of these?
Deadly Shot.
Yeah, Deadly Shot can definitely help against this guy. Take the Deadly Shot for later, equip the Harpoon Gun. Akani makes the trade, and go face with the rest. And now next turn you get to play 6 mana Tavish with 2 mana Sunken Saber. Neat. Mildly annoying. Beastalker Tavish definitely could have helped there, because you would have looked for countering, but still. Let's see what the Sunken Saber into a 5/6 does.
Storm.
Kinda sad. And let's play the 6 mana Tavish, see what we get.
Nice.
Ice Trap can
Ice
be
Trap.
very problematic for him. It basically gets his big spells hostage. So yeah, take the Ice Trap. And out of these...
I was looking at explosive if my 4/4 hits into the 5/6.
No reason for explosive. He's gonna be trading your minions anyway next turn.
So then,
I'd say get improved emergency maneuvers, because that way you're gonna have 2 Hydrolodons next turn. That can be huge. The 4/4 attacks into the 5/6 and your face kills the 5/2.
okay. Either one.
Yeah, one of them. Let's see what the new card at the bottom is.
King Crush.
Yes. There we go. Okay. So now first he's gonna trade the 5/5, because obviously he's gonna play around the Hydrolodon revives, but play around this, you filthy casual. Yeah. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it actually summoned even an extra head like that. That is something I did not anticipate. Hilarious. Okay, he's gonna get a bunch of more 5/5s. 5/6s. Wow, what the fuck is he doing, man? What is this? Oh, actually, our heads are still asleep, so they're not coming back. True. Okay.
Now we do have either Pure Power and King Crush, or Dead. Deadly shot first to see what gets killed.
Yeah, I think I like a deadly shot first, even though we're taking up board space for the dudes.
Oh, good, a taunt.
Perfect. Okay,
Do
in
we
that
put
case,
King Crush on board before we start the head start?
given the fact how low our hand is, though, I'm not sure we should be playing King Crush like this. Should we? Should we? He's gonna just kill it with the Pelican Divers. I think I'd rather click the Hero Power, man.
Okay.
Let's check the Hero Power. Double trade with the free ones into the 5/6. And I think the rest can go face.
Oh, couldn't I
Or
put a pest just start?
no, the free one trades the
card?
free one. The Huffer goes face. Don't want to lose all of our 5/5 heads there.
Okay. Well, I would put a peasant on board just to
Where?
start drawing. Well, the Huffer would have rushed into the 4/5, so that I can make
Yeah,
space
but
for the
it's
peasant.
not really something you want to be doing. It's not like the peasant is gonna live. Okay, that's GG. Can crush GG. Nice, exactly full. That was a fun game. That Akani definitely came in clutch, didn't it?
Yeah.
But also the
I
well-timed
didn't.
Tavish was pretty good.
But I have to admit, I didn't think about this big spell means the spells aren't going to come till later in the game, because I would have blocked the spell early.
Well, I mean, you should really know these decks by now, man. Like, they're super popular. You should have seen this deck, like, tens of times, like, hundreds of times, honestly. It's been an archetype for over a year now. Okay, what kind of deck are you expecting against you? This is something you should really start working on, I feel like. You gotta start understanding what your opponents are doing against you and what they're trying to do. Like, knowing your deck is one thing, but knowing what the opponent is actually trying to do is a whole different level. Right now you're against the Warlock. What Warlock are you expecting?
Well, either curse or imp.
Exactly. So, you know it's gonna be a board-centric matchup. Not that that changes too much, but it could have, like, you could decide keeping just, I don't know, like, you're always gonna keep those
Now,
cards, but whatever.
With the coin, sometimes I would keep Tavish, but that might be slow if it's board centric.
Tavish
So,
is still pretty good, though. Tavish is just an
Okay.
insanely good card. I think we only keep Trog and Tavish. Peasant is not gonna draw for you going second, I'd say. Whereas the Trog can actually cock block him if he opens up with a Librarian and wants to play Wicked Shipment on 2, he won't be able to because the Trog is going to be blocking him.
I see you've brought guests.
Kept 2 cards. He has a freaking card. Sad. Okay, well,
Put the Trog out anyway.
I think so. Like, he's gonna make the trade. If you top deck another 1-drop, we could play that plus tradable the Doggy Biscuit. Like, if it's a baddie guest, that would be a good play.
Our gift of the
Wow, Tempo Astalor ignores it. Okay, kind sir.
Well, since Astalor now is like turn 5 or something like that.
Yeah, but I guess it's just an Imp Warlock. You'd never run that in Curse, I'd say. I think. Maybe I've
could
actually
kill
seen
off-
it at Curse.
I could load the doggy on the Trog and kill off 3/2.
Yeah, I think that's what we do. We are playing as control here. You gotta be controlling the boards. And if he wants to be trading his 2/2, so be it. Sadly, he's probably gonna play the 4/1/1s right now, and that's gonna be real sucky for you, but it is what it is. Oh, he is a curse. Okay, then. I stand corrected. Hmm. If I remember correctly, we should be approaching this matchup as going face as much as we can when there's not a real high priority target on the boards.
So harpoon into face and see
Yeah,
what-
harpoon his face.
Crush is slow. Wild Spirits is faster.
Yeah, you gotta ask yourself, what do you want for next turn? Because with the first swing, you don't have to pick the obvious King Crush, which is getting discounted. I mean, it's not super obvious, but it's still something we will want to get later. So get the Wild Spirits first, and next turn we're probably picking the King Crush. That's all.
Okay.
Now we also know that there's a Peasant at the bottom, so this K9-atron can actually get played next turn. And after that we might swing for another time, like if you manage to find a turn 5 bear, that would be huge. Okay, we're not very happy for this.
Okay. It's going to put a location on those. So K9 for the peasant. And or do we just...
Problem with that play though is we won't be able to coin out the Beast Stalker next turn. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because this guy is somewhat overwhelming us now. Let's play the K9. Yeah, the Peasant.
Do we coin out Wild Spirits?
Weapon
and
goes
toss it?
face. Weapon goes face.
That's our last chance for King Crush.
Yeah, get the King Crush, sure. And
Do we coin out
Hero
Wild
Power,
Spirits or
because we
just-
need to coin out Tavish next turn. Because you know for a fact you're gonna basically be skipping turn 5 if we do that right now. Like, it's just gonna entirely mess up our turn 5. You're literally gonna have to skip a, like, just Hero Power pass kind of turn, and you can't really afford to do that.
Yeah.
Like, if we knew that... Technically, we could have, if we picked Barak Kotobane, coining out Wild Spirits would have been okay-ish here, but I don't know how I feel about that. Alrighty. Well, as long as this Beast Stalker gives you 3 damage AoE, this board is dealt with, because you're gonna trade into the 5-5, so let's see what the Tavish has.
Okay, there it
Okay,
is.
thank God. Get it. And out of
Improved.
these...
Improved motion deny. He's down to 19 health.
He is.
But Ice Trap would slow down any curses.
I'd still go with Motion Deny, I think. The only punish would be if he has Rafam. And trade the 5-5, obviously. Okay. But yeah, this Tavish is really coming in clutch. Wow, imagine starting with the 5-3. Imagine even considering it for a second. Okay. No Rafam, please. Okay, that's acceptable. Like, Rafam would have been game over for us, basically. That's shit. Please stop. That's
Okay,
amazing,
here.
actually.
Yeah. At first I was gonna go for Hero Power, but Wild Spirits and
I mean, I think the Hero Power is still the better choice, but let's check the Wild Spirits first. Hopefully you get a rush out of it. There you go,
Okay.
easy. I'd still go with the hero power though, like Ask the Lord 2 damage, it's not as good as even a Liak would be okay-ish. There you fucking go, how's that for a Liak?
Yeah.
Okay, if he actually trades, he's probably gonna play more than 2 cards. There you fucking go, get fucked. And now with King Crush, we're almost there.
Are we doing King Crush or the bear? Mountain bear.
Well, depends on what he does. Thing is, we're gonna get a weapon real soon, so getting him close to lethal outs is good. Okay, there you go.
Okay, now King Crush. Yeah.
It's still off, but it is still off. But what can he do? What
Put a
can he really do?
location.
It's still King Crush because next turn you have collateral damage. Like, we're never dead from this board state next turn, so King Crush his face, and after that collateral damage always gets the win.
Okay.
There's not a single chance in the world this guy can pull out 16 damage out of his ass right now.
Yeah. If he's running Zakul.
14 damage is actually what he needs. Even if he has a Zakul. Like, the only problem with the collateral damage would be if he actually trades everything into the 8-8 and then plays Zakul, because that'll be only 1 damage for us that way. Wow, he's such a gamer though. Such a gamer. Wow, he figured it out. Took him a while, but he figured it out. Yeah, collateral his ass. Or, you know, just weapon. But use the 8 mana, it's funny. Whatever. Close enough. Yeah, that was a fun game. Wow, we're actually climbing. We're climbing like a beast. Against Shaman again. Let's see what that does.
Okay. Okay, going first. Oh, Peasant is good. This looks like a nice key.
Yeah, let's just keep it. Looks good. Looks good to me. Look at your rank. You're in room 101 with Professor 05. Isn't like 101 is the basic code for intro level things like room 101?
Oh yeah.
With Professor
Oh,
05.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
peasant away.
Kris. Okay, Kris.
Okay, well, this game just gets better and better. Like, this definitely looks like something they should be teaching in 101.
Okay.
Beast
Shaman.
Hunter
Let's see
101.
if it's a Murloc or an Evolve.
Kept only 1 card. He's going second, so Gnoll is pretty good for them. Okay, that definitely looks like Evolve. He's gonna waste the coin though, so now he won't be able to do a great fast Gnoll play. Well, Spirit
Okay,
Poacher is still
Spirit-
nice here, obviously. He's probably just gonna play a couple of fish again. Okay. Oh, fascinating behavior. Okay. Okay.
Summon totems. At least
Perfection.
it's not getting a lot of taunt totems in our way.
Okay, so given the fact that we have a pet collector on turn 5, you might actually be okay with holding on to the harpoon gun just to start swinging just yet. So maybe we're just gonna utilize the mana here. Let's give Ramming Mount to the 2-2 and go face with it, and the 3-1 can kill the 0-2. Because if you give it on the dog, A, we're missing 2 damage, and B, he has 2 fish in there, which are he's just gonna double trade into him. Whereas right now he might double trade into the 4-4 and face trade it, and that's gonna be a lot of damage. Okay. If that's unlucky, but that's not gonna summon shit because he doesn't have corpses.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's immune.
Nope. Isn't this weird, by the way? Didn't Hearthstone say that they're gonna make these guys actually summon shit? Could have swore they said it.
Well, with the okay, because with the corpse, he doesn't have any corpses.
Yeah, but I think they literally had an announcement that classes actually count corpses so they can actually utilize cards like these when they pop out randomly. Either way, it is what it is. Okay,
Well,
what do we value more? 2 health for us or 1 extra health on him? I think you're fine taking the damage with your face, so let's harpoon gun into the 2-3.
Okay. Since we're holding the weapon hidden tool, that collector can get a saber. You can pull the K9 right now.
Yeah, I'm okay with the K9, sure. And also save this doggy biscuit because that might be a good turn 6 for you. Yeah, go face. Because if we pet collector right now and actually have a target to kill, next turn you can swing with the weapon tradable the biscuit and that's gonna give you a 2-mana saber to fuck with. There you go. Perfection. So now we have a guaranteed turn 6 big boy out. Yeah, pet collector into that. And actually now you don't even need the biscuit play we were talking about, but it was still something nice to think about. Yeah, rush like that. And now go face with both so we can top deck Sunky Boy.
Oh, okay.
Face. Snap picking like that is not something you should be doing, by the way, because you're kind of giving away information without knowing it. Like snap picking a secret from Tavish, snap picking a beast from the weapon like that. Just wait some time so the opponent can actually get into the opponent's brain is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't insta-pick with a Connie when it's obvious what you want to be picking. Things like that, you know, it can go a long way.
Okay.
Okay, so how are we going to connect? Well, I guess you're gonna have to make 2 silly trades into the taunts with the 4-2s, and then the Sunken Boy can go into the 3-4. Amazing. Give the doggy biscuit on the King Crush with a hero power then. If that's how we're gonna play it. That sounds like a turn 6 in my book. Hero power. This game has really felt like a 101, not even kidding. Like, perfect example of how you wish every game to go for you.
Yeah.
Can't even evolve that shit because he fucked it up. It's too late for that, governor. Cool story, Bob. There's not a single evolve that saves him.
You are victorious this time.
Fun!
Still, that was a good run, especially the first half. where we
Yeah,
really
basically we climbed like 2,500 spots in about 2 hours, so you take those any day. All around good session. It was with a deck we didn't really play too much of before, and even though it was a budget version, it actually worked out pretty well.